Good evening and welcome to Wednesday night. I hope all you beautiful souls have had a lovely week so far. Now, I'm not sure how long I'm going to stay on for tonight. I'm feeling a bit under the weather, tired, exhausted, headachy, so on and so on. So I'm not going to focus too much on that, but I did want to pop in, say hello, show up for you beautiful souls and just see how it goes. So we've got a lot of lovely people coming in and saying hi already. My mum is here. Hey mum, I hope you're feeling better. I did forget to ask earlier. Sorry. Hey Tony from New Zealand. How you going? Evelyn is here as well. Hey honey. We have Steve. Hi Steve. How are you? Critch, sorry honey, I hope I said that right. How you going? And Kat is here. Good morning. On my way. I can't read the rest of that. Hang on, let me move my button. On my morning on my end. Okay, beautiful. Let me know where you're watching from, hun. I'm guessing Canada, US, that sort of area. Sending healing. Thank you, honey. I much appreciate it. Amy is here as well. We will get to readings. We'll just see how we're doing. Critch is saying she's fine. Doing great. Wonderful. Deb is here. Hey, gorgeous lady. How you going? Michaela. Hi, honey. Kat's giving the upside down smiley face. Kind of feel a bit like that this week. Upside down. Excuse me, and Susie, hey gorgeous. Mum is saying a bit better every day, thank you. You're welcome. I think we were too busy focusing on Tara before to actually ask. And Steve says, my mum passed last Sunday, planned her service today, feeling she is at peace and waiting for the celebrations of her beautiful life. And honey, my heart goes out to you. I send my condolences. And it's funny because I just feel like I've got to take a big, deep breath while reading that comment with that side of it. So whether the focus was on mum's breath or that relates to you, I do get the reference to, yes, it was very peaceful. And I'm sure without a doubt it's going to be an absolutely beautiful send-off. So I don't know why I need to go like that and speak. So I'm not sure who used to do that around you, honey, but sending you lots of love and holding you in my thoughts. Okay. Kat is Niagara Falls, Canada. Beautiful. Lovely. Hey, Faith. Excuse me, how you going? From New Zealand, beautiful. I would love to get back to New Zealand. It has been a very long time. So, hey, Caroline. Hey, gorgeous. Hope you're feeling a little bit more grounded tonight. Sarah is here. Hey, honey, how are you? And we have beautiful Nat as well. When will I get my registration number, please? Oh, I actually feel you need to get onto that, honey. So whether, sorry. All of a sudden the throat's decided it wants to tickle. Whether you, okay, I get the reference now, hun. You need to get onto that. You need to keep pushing, sort of thing. So whether things have just got overlooked, delayed, a lot going on their end. Pardon me, I do feel like it's not far away, but it is the feeling of needing to push that. Okay. I feel like you're holding on to stress around that too. All right. Rebecca, good evening, honey, from Ballarat. Beautiful. Another place I want to get back over to. Yeah, Nat, just feeling a little bit worn out this week. It's been a bit of a hectic one in that way. So, okay, so Katia is here as well. Steve says, I understand the speak reference. My mum always told me I would be too upset to speak at her service. I'm doing part of the eulogy. Well done, hun. And I'm sure she is going to be very proud of that as well. So just keep acknowledging you, all right? Because no matter what you do, she's going to be proud of you. Okay. Amy, fingers crossed I can stay awake late here, falling asleep, but want to be on. Thank you for joining me, honey. There are a few comments still coming in. So, and actually, that's something I have been thinking about, bringing the show on a Wednesday night an hour earlier and maybe looking at 7:30. So let me know in the comments if, this time sort of frame suits you guys better, or coming forward an hour would help in that sense as well. So it's just something Roz and Roz wanted to do on the Friday night shows, and because it was getting a bit late for her on a Friday night. So I'm sort of starting to think along the lines a little bit as well, that bringing it forward could possibly work better for people in that sense as well. Wanda, hey honey, Rebecca's here. Excuse my cough. Hey, gorgeous. Please, when will our settlement be done? It's taking so long. I see the number 3 around that. So, but I don't feel like I want to say 3 months. I actually feel like more probably the 3rd or in 3 weeks with that side of it. Okay. So, all the best with that. So, just a reminder, I do ask people to help me spread the love, invite friends and family to join in, share the show with those that you may feel could be interested or get something out of these shows. I also ask, if you would like a question answered, please do keep the questions direct, or if you would like a card, #card. And I am using my deck of Inner Soul Guidance cards that Deb and I published last year, so I will be pulling on those. And if you would like to buy a deck, do jump over to Inner Soul Guidance Oracle Cards.com.au, or else you can do it through my website, leannewinston.com, and find the Inner Soul tab along the top line as well. Now, before I do start answering more questions, and like I said, I'm going to monitor tonight and just see how I'm feeling, and how well my English is coming out due to tiredness. But Spirit is very much drawing me at the moment to the conversation along the lines of, I invite people to start looking at the words they're using, the actions they are doing and taking at the moment. Okay. So many people will come up, like the first one that comes to my mind is a very common one, is when you talk to somebody about something, they go, I don't have the money to do this. Okay. I want people to start thinking about what they are actually manifesting, because we are in a massive heightened period this year, right through to what I feel like will go until the end of August. And some of you have probably heard me say this already, is that period, we've got to be careful about what we wish for, what we are saying, because sorry, somebody's caught my attention there. I'll have to go back and have a look at that, because it must be another one. I'll come back to that, because what we say, the actions we take and do, has a big impact. All right. So a lot of people will use when I go to do this, or when, I get around to it, or, it is very much about being aware of what we are saying and how that energy goes out into the universe and what it generates. So I always say to people that say to me, quite often I get people say, I want to come and work with you. And when you go through the cost, they'll go, I haven't got the money. So what we're doing, and I'm just using that as an example, what we are doing is we're limiting ourselves right from the word go. So we create that block. So we put it out to the universe that we have the lack of. And that way, the universe is going to provide us the lack of and keep manifesting that negative stuff in that way. So as I said, I invite you to start looking at or listening to the words that you are using, taking note of what comes up. And it's the same when people talk to me about relationships. It's the negativity they focus on rather than looking at the positives, no matter no matter how big or small they are. So look, and it's, whether it's job, it's relationship, it's money, it's home, whatever it is, let's look at how we can put it out to the universe in a positive manner and speak about it in that way. Let me know if this is resonating with you in the comments. And are you somebody that limits yourself by the expectations, the actions, the words, and stuff like that? Now, in a sense, a lot of this comes back to our conditioning and our upbringing at times. We are doing what we have learnt, the habits we've got into that continue on in that sense. And my cat's been a fool down there, so you will have to, he's trying to open the door. You will have to excuse his carry on until he gets bored. He knows he's not allowed out at night here in the hills after dark. They have to stay inside. So, let's start thinking about what we do want to manifest. Let's start focusing on that stuff like it's already happening and being aware of what we are manifesting, okay? Because a lot of people will say to me, I've been through this, I've been through that. And when you're listening to the way they talk, where their mindset is, they are getting what they have put out there, what they have asked or told the universe they expect in that sense. So I quite often correct people when they say something. I go, no, it's not when. It's not if, it's when. All right. So things like that, just let's start changing our words a little bit. Deb is saying 8 p.m. on Wednesday nights would be better. Beautiful. That's always a possibility. Excuse me. Hey, Narelle. How you going, honey? Ashley is here. I want to say big hello to everybody because there's probably some people that I have missed. Ashley says, hi, Leanne. Any messages from my sister, please? I'm so stressed and overwhelmed. Just need to hear. She loves me. Of course she does, honey, without a doubt. Why are you questioning that? Go back into your heart space, because that's another thing. A lot of people find themselves very much in their head space and overthinking things. And that can be very much related lately to the energy that is coming up. So if you're somebody that is doing some work on yourself, you're going to quite often find old habits, old ways, old structures will come up and repeat themselves. It is very much about looking at the patterns of what's coming up and the lessons in that stuff as well, so we can actually let go of it as well. Honey, are you struggling around relationship? Because actually all of a sudden I'm putting the ring on and off my finger, which is usually my sign to say look at the relationship. So please know that she is very much around you. She hears your words, so that's her way of letting you know that she knows you talk to her as well. So I always say trust what you feel, you think, you see, you hear, you know, because that's basically how they are going to communicate back with you. All right, so sending you much love and a big hug, hun. Okay, excuse me. Steve says replace that with the money will come. And that's the thing. We can draw that money into our heart space, all right? Fill our treasure chests up with it. But we need to also align ourselves in that energy of that, whatever it is, that whether it's money, relationship, house, whatever it is that the cat's been a nut, that we are trying to create in that way. So start bringing yourself into alignment, because when we are sort of in that lower vibration energy, the money or whatever it is that you're trying to get is going to be up here. You're down here. The two are not going to come together unless we bring ourselves to that level. All right. So let me know if that makes sense as well. All right. I've been getting courses come to me, so lots of learning for me. All right, so Tony's saying I have been getting courses coming to me, so lots of learning for me. I also feel it's going to be a huge change for me with my readings. Lovely. And that's the thing, we do need to go through change. We do need the challenges in our life to help us evolve as well. And it really is about putting one foot in front of the other. Okay. Now, Katia, I'm going to use you as an example. Sorry, honey. I know that this isn't what you're going to want to hear. Okay. So she says, question, can you have, oh, sorry, I didn't read all yours. I just seen the last bit. Can you have both a twin flame and a soulmate? I want to say yes. Now, soulmates aren't always romantic partners. Twin flames may not be a romantic partner. They are somebody that is going to trigger something in you. All right. So I'm not a huge into twin flame side of it. Soulmates, definitely, but not so much the twin flame side of it. Okay. So a lot of people will think a twin flame and a soulmate can be quite often in that has to be in that romantic space. I don't believe in that. Okay. A twin flame, a soulmate could be a friend. It could be a relationship. It could be a family member. It could be just a total stranger that not necessarily connected with the heart space side of it. Okay. And we have, soulmates, we can do so many different lives with it as well. Okay. I feel brain dead tonight. Drained is probably the good word for it. So please do excuse me tonight. So Kira, I need to know he's okay. Now let's go back to you, Kira, because I think your comment caught my attention before. Kira. Okay, could you please, unless you can't connect with him, my late fiance passed along a message. Sorry, that's Kat. Kira. All right, let me go back even further and see what. Kira, I'm really missing him today. Okay, sorry, honey. Kira, hi, gorgeous. Hi, gorgeous. Are there any messages from my grandpa in heaven? I miss him so much. He was my angel. He still is, honey. Okay. And I get he is very much a protector for you as well. I'm drawn to, he's got his hand, first of all, on his chest, his heart, which is my sign for love and pride for you. But I also feel like I'm looking at heart, lungs, chest issues, or there being complications around that side of it. I do feel you see him at your peripheral vision, so at your side vision at times, you see that movement and you sense him. So please know that honey is his soul with you at those times, but he knows you talk to him. Okay. And I actually feel like there's a piece of music that you connect with him with. So there's either a song that reminds you of him or meaning of a song that you connect him to as well. So please let him know that I'm getting my words jumbled. Sorry. He said, please let her know I love her dearly. And I get the reference to he is very much with you a lot, honey, and very much at peace as well. So he knows how much you're struggling. All right. So allow yourself to feel his love. Okay. So hopefully that helps you, honey. Now there was another one I started. I'm jumping from one end to the other, which is not going to do my head very good at the moment. Okay. So Kat. Is there another comment there from you, honey? Because I feel like there should be more to it. Just bear with me for a moment. Okay. No, I've gone back to the start. So, Kat. Okay, Kat's asking for a card. But unless you can connect with my late fiance who passed along a message. Actually, what would the tattoo mean for you, honey, around him? Okay, I get a very cheeky energy, and I get the reference to like to push boundaries a little bit as well. I do feel he knew how to, I'm going to call it, keep you on your feet, on your toes as well with that. So I just got a beautiful big smile with that energy. I do feel there's been times you've felt his arms around you as well. So I don't know if he passed around his own birthday or somebody else's birthday, but he just makes reference to looking at the timing excuse me, of his passing. So to me, that is very much around, a celebration, a birthday with that side of it. So please know his love does come through very strong with that. Ashley, honey, with your sister's passing, are you waiting on some paperwork or documentation to be finished around that? All of a sudden, as I seen your name just pop up then, I got the reference to the documentation, the paperwork, so I don't know what the importance is around that side of it, but please know she's putting that in front of you. Okay. Amy, are things going to get better for me? I get a yes. And this is where I say to people, don't question it. All right, because you're leaving your thought process open to interpretation either way. And most of the time where your mindset goes, the energy will flow. All right. So as much as you've got a lot, and I haven't read the rest of your question yet, as much as you've got a lot going on, focus on that positive. Focus on things moving through and getting better. Okay. Things come up for a reason is the reference I get. So she says, are things going to get better for me? Spent 2 weeks in hospital, had surgery. Friend passed and father had a car accident. Not a very good year. Okay. And it's funny because as I'm reading that, I hear things come in threes around you. So, so you had surgery, your friend passed, and father had a car accident. That's 3 things. All right. So see the worst being behind you. Refocus on the positive outcome. All right. So wishing you all the very best there. And I get surgery is a success there as well. Okay. Latika, sorry, honey. Husband's coughing and his lungs up in the background and I can't pronounce my words properly. She says, hi, may I please have a reading? Can you tell me if you can feel if I'm making the right choice by writing to this guy locked up? Can you feel any connection between us both or just me? I get, and I don't know who would say to you honestly, because all of a sudden I got the reference to honestly, I'm drawing like you. There's more you're putting into it than what you're getting back in that side. So who in spirit would say to you honestly and then go on with what they're saying? Okay. I do feel, honey, that you are opening yourself up for heartache with that side of it. Okay. Now, and I just don't feel the energy is right around that. Okay. So I just get go into it with your eyes open. Trust your intuition. Don't get too much in your own head is the reference I get. But I am very much drawn to heartache around that side of it. So I wish you all the very best, honey, with it. Okay? All the choices that you make. All right. Deborah, any messages from Dad, please, Leanne? Thank you so much. Thanks. So, okay. Whew. All right, hun. Going into your dad's energy, I'm very much deep in thought. So would I be right in saying he was very much a thinker or would bottle stuff up and have a very busy mind with okay. I do feel like I want to be looking at the celebration as well. So whether you have a celebration coming up or it's around an anniversary coming, the special time. And I want to say it's more about what's coming up, not what has been in the past in that side of it. There's changes going on around you, and I get the reference to, honey, it's time to celebrate. So whether you have found yourself feeling a little bit challenged lately, Spirit is just making reference to it is about bringing the focus back into what is coming and celebrate the wins as well. So I wish you all the very best with that. Tony says, it is resonating. I use when all of the time. Beautiful, honey. Evelyn says, I've already started manifesting and spreading that to all my friends. Well done, hun. And I say this to a lot of people. It's like what we do has a flow on effect. It will continue on. It will spread further. So if we align ourselves in that energy and put practices into place, find that balance, that peace within ourselves, those around us start to find that as well. So well done, hun. Keep up the good work. It's like smiling at somebody. You smile, you make them smile back most of the time. Occasionally we get grumps, but it's like we're spreading that joy. Okay, Michaela says important point. It is, honey. Thank you. Hey, gorgeous Sandra. What is it? What have we got this week and then the week after? I get to see you. Beautiful. I look forward to my hug or getting a hug. Hi, Leanne. I've been feeling really tired lately and fed up. Can you see anything going on? Thank you. Honey, I'm more drawn to the universal energy and the shifts that we are going through at the moment. A lot of us feel that stuff and we can take it on. And I get the reference to just let it flow. Let it move itself through. I'm feeling it too. Okay. Mentally, this week has been, the last couple of days has been pretty full on, but the exhaustion that is coming with it to the point I could just about, and I wish I had have done this afternoon, had an afternoon nap sort of thing. So it does affect us in that way. And I'm not getting any warning bells with your health or anything like that coming up. So rest up, nurture yourself, honey. Do what you need to do for you. All right. Sending you a big hug, healing hug. Okay. Alison, I got a job and I was wondering if it will be so much better. I get, yes, honey, it's where you need to be and it's going to be a good job. All right. So wishing you all the best. Lisa, hey, honey, how you going? Will I find a house? Oh, Hannah, I kind of feel that it's going to be a bit of a journey. I guess for me, I just keep remembering the shortages in houses compared to the people looking at them. But yes, in time, but it's just going to be a bit of a push is the reference I get with that. All right. So wishing you all the best and hopefully one will fall into your lap very shortly. Are you staying in the hills, hun? Because I'll keep an ear out for anything I hear coming up. Tony says the cats. Laugh out loud. The cat. Oh, my cats. Cats are funny. Mine has big attitude. Okay, and she says it makes total sense. All right, let's bring the gorgeous Jen up and say hi to her. Or has she gone to sleep? No, she hasn't.
No.
I noticed you were all snuggled up there.
I feel bad because it seems like you're very tired and would also love to be doing this. So, number one, I very much vote for a 7:30, 8 o'clock start.
Okay, I reckon we will do that. So.
Yeah, I feel the same with you about the energies today, especially. I had a nap this afternoon and I'm already like, oh my God, I'm so tired. So,
yeah.
Yes, look, a lot of people would pay a lot of money to be in bed with me. So, everyone should be like.
You might get a bad retention. Oh, God, I can't even get my words out. A reputation saying things like that.
Got a whole bunch of strangers into bed with me.
Oh, why not? I always say let's have a pajama party, and one day I will get on in my pajamas. So believe me, I'm sure the Woody will be coming out very shortly.
Leanne, most of the time when I'm talking to you, I'm in my pajamas.
I will admit there is times that I see clients online where it's pajamas down the bottom half and I've swapped the top and brushed my hair before I go in the shower. Sort of thing. I quite often jump into some of my online courses that I'm doing where I'm the student.
Yeah.
In my pajamas, and it's like, right, like they know now that she's just got out of bed for the early morning call. And how's your week been?
Yeah, good. It's been busy. It feels like it's gone quickly, actually.
It has.
Quickly in some respects and then slowly in others, I guess.
Yeah, that's it. I want it to hurry up for tomorrow. I'm getting my birthday present that I bought myself tomorrow morning, so I can't wait for that to come.
That's exciting.
I'll be sitting in that all day, I reckon.
What is it?
I bought one of those really big massage chairs. So I weighed up
Amazing.
the cost between having a massage every fortnight to having a permanent thing in my house.
Yeah.
That does pretty much the same job. So I could be sitting over in the corner. I'm just going to work out how I'm going to balance a laptop on it going while I'm doing readings.
Is that one of those like really big, like they call them like zero gravity chairs? Oh, you'll have to let me know how they are.
Yeah, because like I haven't had a massage since probably middle of December.
Oh wow.
And I'm usually somebody that has to do it fortnightly. And
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of the problem with my back and my headaches and stuff at the moment is not maintaining the body sort of thing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I just went, no, stuff it. I'm buying myself a present.
I feel that too. Like I'm like, it just seems like I woke up one day with back pain, and then that's just what I have now. Like that's
it
I'm
doesn't
like,
get any easier.
This is normal now. Like there's not much that I've done. I don't know. I've just rather than doing like just a weights program, I've decided to go back to swimming and jumping in the sauna and the spa in the mornings and trying to stretch out a little bit. But every time I move in the sauna, I'm like,
nice. So I would love a spa. And
yeah.
Like, I
I'd love
wish
a
I could
spa,
climb into a warm, powerful
I think,
spa.
Yeah, a super powerful spa, and I'd love a sauna. I'd love a plunge pool. All
Just
these
the whole
things.
thing out the backyard, all built in. And that's the thing I liked with this chair. It's got the built-in heaters and everything into it. It does the whole body. So
divine.
I might just have to work out how I can go face down in it. That could be interesting.
Oh dear.
Beautiful. Did you have a quick question you'd like to ask her?
Do I not? It's that thing again, right? Where like I want to ask, but I don't know if I should ask or not. So I'll give you a quick update. So I can't even remember if I have heard from Travel Man since.
No, you had that conversation and left him.
Yeah, but I can't remember if we've like texted a little bit or not since I last spoke to you. But it's been a little while, and by a little while, it'd been no more than like a week.
Yeah,
and rationally I'm like, look, it's fine. Like I know he's stupid busy and he doesn't, I don't think he's doing this deliberately. I do think that he genuinely wants to get back to me with something. Like he's not ghosting me, he's not ignoring me. Like I genuinely feel that. But then what do you call it? The monkey mind like starts going, and like I start self-sabotaging myself in my head and stuff like that. So I need to so not so much a question, but I guess I don't know, I was listening to what you were saying to somebody else that wrote in that said, oh, am I doing the right thing by writing to this guy? And I think a lot of the advice that you were giving was sort of suitable to me as well, of like, I can't remember what you said now, but because I'm tired. Like I'm like, I have to not think positively because I'm still happy to let it go with the flow. Like the way that I feel, I'm not expressing myself very well, I'm rambling, but the way that I feel is that like if he doesn't want to get back to me and if that's it, like that's fine. He's shown me who he is and that's okay. I just hope that what I said to him in terms of, it's not like I want something full on with him or anything. Like, basically, I'm just saying, like, I want attention. Just give me attention.
Yeah. And you're entitled to it. There's nothing wrong with that. So
so not so much a question. I don't know, unless there's something glaringly obvious that you feel you need to tell me, but otherwise I'll just, I don't know, leave you with a bit of an update.
Well, when you're talking about that, my feeling was be patient. He will get back to you, and I get the feeling in the next 2 to 3 days. So I do put it down to the busyness as well. But at the same time, I do get he's processing things in his head as well between the work stuff and everything else that's going on. So he's got to be in that right headspace to express himself. And I do want to say it will be without alcohol is the word I'm trying to get out. So,
Um,
so I do have a positive feel with it.
Well, look, we'll see what happens. Like that's good news, but like I'm not going to hang my hat on it. I'm not at all doubting you or anything that you're saying, but I also I don't want to, get my hopes up
Mm,
or anything like that
yeah,
and then be like really disappointed. Like I'm more realistic than that. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's interesting and if that happens that's great. Um
that's
yeah,
it.
just if anything else, just because I'm like, I don't think he's the guy to just be so rude.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
yeah,
And I love the point that you're not getting your hopes up to get disappointed because
mm,
the energy of the past is very much
mm,
about that with the old ways, the old structures, the old patterns
mm,
type of thing, where now it is about trust and surrender and go with the flow. So
mm,
to me, you're putting yourself in that flow to allow the energy to take its course in
mm,
in its own timing rather than the old ways was very much about trying to force things, make things
mm.
happen. And when we do that, a lot of that stuff does not work out. So
I'm trying, Leanne. There are many times where I'm like, I'll just message him and it's like, no, no, no. Like let's
that
just leave
restraint.
it. And but it's also good for me as well because I'm like just leave it and see what happens without you forcing things, right?
Yeah.
Like because if you force things then you're not really letting things happen, whereas this way if things happen that's like one way or the other it's a I'll accept it
True.
better
Yeah.
because if it's positive, then I'm like, that's great. If it's negative, then I'm like, well, actually, this is really like, I just didn't think that he would be so rude. Like, I
Yeah.
think that
I
I
feel
would hope that he would at least have the courtesy to be like, look, I've thought about it, not so into it, you know,
yeah. That's
and
it.
that would be fine as well. Like, I just ask for truthfulness and mutual respect.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I do feel he's the sort of person that will give it to you, but he
Mm.
just drags things out. And I keep hearing that horrible, horrible P word. Be patient. The word I hate the
What was
most.
that? What was that?
That word.
What?
That
Do
one
you,
that's a hard lesson to learn.
Do you mean persist and like push things like right now? Is that the P word?
No, 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 not quite. Let's reverse that.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's funny because that is a word that keeps coming up at the moment, and I am the same. And it's funny when I surrender to it, things are flowing. Sort of
yeah.
thing. Like with the massage chair, they told me 6 to 10 days for delivery, and that was working
Mm,
days. It was finalized. The order was finalized last Friday late afternoon.
mhm.
That's certainly not 6 to 10 weeks.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
said the weather Queensland was getting, it was going to probably slow it down. So I actually just sort of put it in the back of my mind and forgot about it. And it wasn't
Yeah.
until before 9 o'clock this morning, I got a phone call from the delivery company going, "We'll be there tomorrow morning." I'm like, yes. It woke me up. I was still in bed. I was tempted not to answer the phone, but when I seen the number, I just thought, my daughter's been getting a few calls that are coming to me, sort of thing, that have got
Uh,
emergency to it. I thought, no, I need to answer it. Sort of thing. So, yeah,
uh,
beautiful.
excellent.
All right, honey. Well, I'm very jealous. You're all rugged up in bed. I am heading that way in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, there is also something that I desperately want to ask you, but I definitely don't want to know about that. So I'm just gonna ask for good vibes that things work out positively for
Yes,
this mysterious thing that I'm
yes.
talking about. Like, yeah.
I get yes to that. So lots of positive vibes. I'll send you some.
Thank you.
All right, honey. Well,
All
you take
right.
care, and I'll talk to you
Thanks.
soon. Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye. All right. Let me just mute. Okay, beautiful. All right. And it's funny because that P word is one word I seem to be using a lot, and it's something for years that I have struggled to learn. And I honestly think that is what my biggest life lesson is learning that word. So Juanita is here. Hey, honey. What a month what a month will we purchase a new property, and is it in the location that we are looking at? Thank you, Leanne. Honey, I get yes and yes with that, so congratulations. How exciting. um Caroline says, shared light guidance from my husband, please. I get straight away, honey, I feel like I've got to say slow down and look at what's going on and look at the bigger picture. So whether you're rushing something or you're trying to make something happen, I just get the reference to slow down, look at the bigger picture and look at what is going on before making that decision. So I hope that helps. There's a lot of love around you as well, honey. Love and pride. He talks to you regularly. You're talking to him. He talks to you. All right. So, Vicky, good evening. Any messages from my partner? Honey, I got told to pull a card with you. So, I'm not sure if the spider web or the spider has a meaning for you with him, but the card is very much about the hard work is behind you. It's time to look forward. So focus on what it is you want to achieve, what you want to be doing and moving forward in that way. All right. So sending you lots of love there as well. Alicia is here. Is it possible to meet someone and feel like you've known forever? Certainly, honey. Soulmates can be very much like that side of it. So, and if you've had a past life with somebody, you'll pick it up like it was yesterday that was left off, sort of thing. So, yes, very much so. Okay, it's kind of like that deja vu sort of feeling with people. Okay. Tash, hi, Leanne. I hope you're well. Just wondering if any messages for me from loved ones. Thank you. Now, honey, I'm just going to pull a card because I am getting quite tired, and I get the reference to the card that I have pulled out is the dagger. Now, with that, I'm more drawn to the 40, the number at the top. So I don't know what the 40. Oh, who gets indigestion around you, hun? I keep getting, look at the stress, the indigestion. Okay, so the significance for the number 40, or if you break it down in the sense of numerology, it'd be the 4, and that can be very much based around angel number as well. The dagger, courage and protection surrounds you, break free from the negative cycles and release the unwanted attachments. And that's quite interesting because we were just talking at the beginning of the show about negativity, mind, thought, process, that whole side of it. So sending lots of love to you as well. Kat says, with his writing, he wrote in notes, I say I love you more than Casper loves Kate till death. Okay, cool. So that's just with his writing, he wrote in notes, Casper loves Kate till death. Okay. Trust your intuition, honey, around that. Okay. I've got to say, as I get it, Hannah, I actually feel like a bit of a possessive energy there. So I do want to say controlling to a degree, but very like your mind type of thing. Energy with that, with that energy that you're talking about. Okay. All right, Rachel. Hey, honey. How you going? Thanks for joining in. You're new here. So, honey, can I pull you a card saying you're new? And the card that just fell, now it's stuck, fell out. I got butterfingers, is the feather card. All right. So the feather, your connection to the spiritual realm is strong. No, you are never alone. You're receiving guided messages from above. So look at the signs that are coming through, hun. All right. So welcome. And don't forget to hit the like on the page as well. All right, Melinda, we haven't said hello to you. Hello, lovely. My mentor who passed, does she have a message for me, please? Thank you. I actually feel I need to be giving you a kick up the bum, honey, from her. So would I be right in saying she was very good at pushing you at times? So whether you're going through something at the moment where you just need that guidance, that push, that, and I want to say take the leap of faith. Trust in side of stuff. So trust and surrender. I get a lot of pride that comes through there as well. So I do feel that you feel her energy around you at times, but I also feel you're on the right track as well. But she's just pushing you to move forward. So I want to say get back into your spiritual connections, that alignment. All right. And I get things will flow very quickly with that side of it. So, all right. Okay. So some of these are just doubling up. And it says, well, will me and Mike sort things and move forward together in a relationship? Honey, I get yes, you're going to move forward in a relationship, but I don't know that things are going to be sorted completely. I feel like there's going to be constant things that come up that test you, and communication that needs to be the focus with that side of it. All right. A bit of a journey ahead is the reference I get with that. Katia says, hi, Leanne, may I please have a love reading? Really need guidance right now. Okay. I just got go back within, take a step back out of this energy, go back within, go back to your basic side of it. Okay, things are very heightened at the moment. I want to say within yourself, within the relationship, and within the universal energy as well. I do feel a lot of frustration around that. Find your voice, that inner power, and stand in that energy, and things will flow. Okay, so you need to be heard, honey. If you're not saying what you need to say, or sorry, I will rephrase that. If you are saying what you need to say, it just means you're not being heard. So find your voice. Okay. So wishing you all the very best with that. Kirsty Cook. Hey, honey. How you going? And welcome. She is a newbie as well. I'm going to pull you a card, honey, from my Inner Soul Guidance Oracle deck. And the card that has come out is I've picked up two. The Hope card, and it's very much about have the trust, have faith, it will happen. So whatever you're working on right now, allow it to take its course and to flow. And the card that's came out behind it is the Door card. You never know what's behind that door. New things happen. All right. So behind that door is the unknown and the unexpected. Surrender to what is coming. So perfect cards to go together. So all the very best. All right. Hey, Keza. How you going, hun? Beautiful. Alison, you are very welcome. Hey, Michelle, sorry, honey, I've said that wrong. Lisa, you're very welcome, hun. Not a problem. Yes, I want to stay around Mount Barker. Beautiful. So if anybody knows of a house to rent, maybe inbox Lisa, and I will keep my ears out for you too, honey. Okay. Narelle, I like this because we're getting some questions about trying, like, in the sense of understanding the connections with soulmates and different stuff rather than just the reading side as well. And if I can help you guys and give you tools to help you in your life, I am so happy and willing to do that at any time. So Narelle says, I've been having a dream that I passed away at the end of this year. My mum and my sister are waiting for me. What does that mean? Now, usually when we dream about death, it's new beginnings with that side of it. So quite often you can Google the meaning of dreams and put in the spiritual meaning of death in a dream. Is probably a good way to put it. And you will find it will come up with the something coming to an end and the new beginnings, new life, new things happening in that sense. Okay. I don't feel that you're going anywhere this year. Okay. All right. Guys, I also see that we have a scammer in the comments. Please do not reach out to those people. I feel like I repeat myself every week with that side of it. They are scammers. They will offer free readings. They will ask you to inbox them, and then all of a sudden they'll ask you to put your credit card details into something, even though they are offering a free and accurate reading. If they are good readers, they would have their own followers and not need to jump in on other people's shows. Now, guys, where's your morals? I'm going to be very polite about it tonight. Where's your morals? Where's the ethics in that? Okay. Oops, I brought this camera up accidentally. So if you guys and girls, if you do get that person message you, hit the block and report button to Facebook, and then they will be blocked from your page, and I certainly will go through later. It doesn't seem Roz is on tonight, so I usually have a couple of little angels in the background that help block this sort of stuff. So Keza says, my daughter's friend took her life. Faith, would there be any messages from her? All of a sudden my throat went really tight with that one. Okay, my heart goes out to your daughter and her friend's family and those affected by that. I don't know how the throat was affected in the way she passed, or the ability not to speak up and be heard type of thing, because all of a sudden my neck is feeling like it's being tightened in that way. All right. I don't want to go too much into the focus around that. I do get the depression, the sadness that goes with it, and I get the reference to it was there for a while. I do feel she would put the face on. So to me, I get the feeling she could hide behind that smile in that sense. There's still a lot of frustration, a lot of unanswered questions is the reference I get with that. The answers will come through, okay, in time. So to me, it's the feeling family won't get all the answers straight away, but in time those answers will come through, which will help them understand and heal in that sense. Okay. I do feel your daughter's very much in her own head. So whether she's thinking, did I miss the signs? Could I had a different conversation? Things could have been different. I get it was at her friend's time. It was a journey that had been chosen. So, we come into this life with our path pretty much set out. We can vary from that, but she was not meant to grow old. They can leave my neck alone with that side. Okay. I'm taking on the physical big time with her. All right. So I'm going to leave you with that and let go of that energy. I do feel she will find peace very shortly. Okay. So sending lots of love there. With that. Michaela is saying would love to have a 7:30 weekly. All right, so I might look at changing it next week. I don't think my week is as busy. Keep an eye on my page. Check it out. Pardon me. Whether we go 7:30 or 8, I'm actually more drawn to 7:30 because I am finding at the moment, since having the dreaded virus, that I am getting tired very easily later, like this time of night. So I will certainly look at that. I think Sandra says, thank you, Leanne. Yes, looking forward to seeing you, and a hug. Hoping to see your mum. Mum will be there. Mum and dad will be there on the stock, selling the stock. And I think my youngest daughter will be there. And my husband will be floating around at some time over the weekend as well. So a whole family affair. Hey, Christine. How you going, honey? All right. Okay, Carolina, I did one for you, hon. Faith is... hi there. I have never known my mother hey there. I have never known my mother. She died giving birth to me. Would love to know if there's any messages, please, as my heart aches. Okay. Honey, what is the memories that you have that you can't place? Now, I know that's going to sound funny because I get the thought process that comes in, like all of a sudden a thought will pop in your head. And I want to say a memory. And yes, I get that she passed. You don't have memories of that, but I do feel you feel that connection with her, the memory of the connection with that side of it. And like I said, it's going to sound funny in that way. Okay. So please know when the thought of your mum comes up, or something might pop in your head, and you might even think, oh, did mum say that? Or would that mean something she said? That is her soul with you at that time. She keeps showing me she's playing in your hair. So whether you find yourself running your fingers through your hair sort of thing regularly, please know that's her energy very much around you. Okay. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of pride that comes through. And I actually feel you're very similar to your mum in so many different ways as well. Okay, so wishing you lots of love there too. All right, I actually want to send you healing energy. So whether you're being a little bit tired, exhausted, I get the reference to the need to nurture you at the moment. Okay, I don't have to watch. Yeah, Matthew, thank you for your opinion, but your opinion doesn't matter. If it's not your thing, keep scrolling. Okay, I get it. It's not everybody's thing. And usually people that make comments like that are people that have issues that they need to work on from past stuff. All right. So all good. All right. Okay. What else? Is there anything grabbing? I like that. Just blocked him, hun. I just did. He doesn't deserve your energy. Thank you, honey. And that's the thing. Like Tony, when you block, you're blocking your page, so you just don't see it on your page. It will, unless you're admin of my page or my Time TV, depending where they're coming through. That's how we block it. But I appreciate you blocking them from your end as well. And I'm a big believer in certain people don't deserve our energy for one reason or another. And, Matthew, I could have just left that, but tonight, because I'm tired and I don't want to say I'm fed up. And this is going way off subject. I don't want to say I'm fed up with these people because over the years I have been attacked by a lot of religious people. I have done live shows where I've had people outside mouthing off at people coming to the shows, protesting type of thing. When we do the big expo, not this weekend, the weekend after at Adelaide, there is usually at least one or two, and I want to call them freaks, that come in, they push their opinion on everybody else. And the stupid thing is 90% of the time, I'm sure they're paying to get in. So they're paying the organisers the money to get in the door to spread their message, and they get removed by security and kicked out type of thing. I think it's kind of funny because if you have a belief, and this is my belief, okay, if you have a belief or an opinion about something, I respect that. I'll sit and listen to you. I'll have a conversation to you about it. But at the same time, you need to be open to what other people say, no matter what the subject is. And it is those that usually that force themselves on you that have the issues. And yes, he thinks psychics are fake. Maybe he's not open to the information. He's not ready to hear what needs to be said. There could be multiple different reasons why somebody can be that. I go on the road and I travel and read in areas with Roz and stuff. And there's one area that we go that there's a guy that's very abusive and he will start off other people off. But you look at his page when you go, like if you were to go in and stalk him, he'll do drugs. He'll do other stupid things that are the things that I think, okay, he's very focused on him. He doesn't care what he does to other people or how he would hurt somebody else by his stupidity. It's those sort of people that react. And I'm a big believer, religion's not my thing. But if you're religious, that's your thing. It works for you. There is no judgment. Okay. So it's usually those with egos that judge or insecurities or major issues. So that's theirs to work through. It's not my problem. The same with all these scammers that are carrying on. That's their issue. They don't have the ethics, the morals. They don't care who they hurt, who they rip off. They are very focused on themselves in that way. And there's a lot of people out there in this world that are very much like that. And unfortunately, as this energy is shifting, we are seeing more and more of these people coming out. They are what I class as lower vibrational people. They are heightened. They are reactive. They can't just let things go. They've got to fight their way through. Instead of using their abilities in whatever it is, it doesn't have to be intuitive, their abilities for good, they like to create the negative, the in heightened energy, the reactions. They want people to react. So in saying that, I want you to think about who it is that's in your life. How do they react? What do they bring to your life? Do you react to their actions? Is there judgment? Are you putting more in than you're getting back in relationships? And yes, times we've got to let people go in our life because it's not the right energy for us as well. I see there's another scammer there by a different name now asking people to inbox them. Please don't. All right. It's not going to work out to be anything positive when you do that. So, Katia says, thank you. Spot on about being heard. I tried wholeheartedly to be vulnerable, accepting and listening more, empathic, but desperate. Despite my efforts, when God, I can't even read tonight. Sorry, honey. When I've communicated to the very best, as I have always been one to hold on my feelings in my head, I am not just getting heard. I'm almost feeling that my emotions are dismissed, but I'm now focusing on my inner soul, beautiful honey, and awakening the deep spirit side that I know I have in my heart and putting me first. Well done. Because a lot of time we need to go through a lot of heartache and pain before we can get to that point where we decide we have to go first. We need to look after us. We need to nurture us. And I always say, I'm a big believer in those people that don't want to listen to us, those people that, our feelings don't count, those people that are quick to hurt us. They're not the right people to have in our lives. They are the people that we need to let go of. And this decade, people are going to find themselves shedding a lot of people out of their lives because they are the wrong energy. And a lot of you have heard me talk about the different levels of the two different groups, where you've got the high vibrational people that will sit in the heart space. You've got the lower vibrational people that are attacking, like Matthew, for instance. Okay, he can't keep his opinions to himself, but he's got to be seen, he's got to be heard. It's everybody else's fault. Very strong beliefs type of thing, and very reactive in that way. Those groups are through the COVID side of stuff, we came down to an even playing field because we're all stripped of everything. All of a sudden, we've gone like this again. And this year, we're going to see so many of those lower vibrational people, the victim energy type energies, the 3D energies, be reactive, lashing out, constantly niggling in that sense, attacking. It is their issues, not ours to take on. We need to stay in that heart space, that loving energy that we are sitting in there, and do what we need to do. Because it's people in those higher vibrational groups that are going to make massive changes in the world, not just affect one person or two people. We're going to help spread a lot of this healing and stuff that needs to be done. All right. So, Katia, pardon me, I want to give you a pat on the back and say congratulations for doing the work, noticing that, and making that change. You're on the right path. And by aligning yourself in that spiritual energy, you're going back to your soul blueprint. That's where the magic is going to happen. All right. So hopefully, all that stuff that we've just talked about tonight makes sense or resonates with you in one way or another. Sandra says, happy birthday, Leanne, for Monday. How did you know it was Monday? Did my mum let go of something in the comments? I'm trying to find it now. Can't wait to see you. Mum's saying she can't wait to see Sandra. Thank you, honey. Actually, did you have somebody that's birthday was the same day as mine? I know there's 2 or 3 people that follow me that do have birthdays the same day as me. So those having birthdays coming up, happy birthday to you guys as well. All right, beautiful souls. I know I was advertising okay, let's go down that pathway. This month, I decided to run some specials on workshops and my programs where, oh, that's right, it was your mum's birthday too. So happy birthday, heavenly birthday to your mum as well, honey. I had that feeling there was somebody's birthday on the same day. So what I decided this year, because it is slightly a big birthday this year, I decided for the month of May I was running a $100 discount on my my programs and the beginners level 1 course as well. So if you are looking at joining those through my website, just put in the coupon code birthday and it will give you a $100 discount as well on that stuff. All right. Thank you, Michaela. Appreciate it. All right, beautiful souls, check out my website, leannewinston.com. If you have any questions about the one-on-one programs that I am running, the 6-week course or the 12-month mentoring course, reach out. We can have a conversation, see if we're a fit and it's what you need. I have got, I think it's 3 spaces now opened up as of next week in my calendar to start another round of 6-week programs with people, because we've just had some beautiful souls finish this week, which I was a little bit sad about, but at the same time they have gone through such a journey and transformation in that 6 weeks, so it's great. All right, scammers are avoiding me, which is great. Take your negative. I like that. Well said, honey. And you know what? I don't pull punches with them anymore. I was very good not to use the F word tonight until I'm going to go. All right, gorgeous souls. I am going to leave you with that. I am getting to the point that I'm starting to get a little delirious and need my bed. Sending you all such love and healing to those that need it. Just remember to nurture yourselves. This energy is intense at the moment. Allow it to flow through. Big things are coming. Just open yourselves up to receiving and give yourself the permission to have that stuff in your life, the happiness, the joy. All right, if you do want to catch me at Body, Mind and Psychic Fair on the 28th and 29th of May and would like to make sure you get a reading, because by about lunchtime the day is pretty much full. Both days I am there. Please do reach out to me, maybe through inbox, and I can book you in. I am teaching a workshop at, I'm pretty sure it's 11 a.m. on Saturday morning. And then I am doing a demonstration on the main stage at 3:45 p.m. And they are free once you get in the door to come to those as well. Love to see you. Come and say hi. Check out the cards. Say hey to Mum and Dad. Selling my stock and Dad's beautiful woodwork as well. All right. So have a good night. Take care. Nurture yourselves. And I will see you very soon. Bye for now.